The sun was hot in the city of Ekeja. The streets were always busy with cars and people. Among all the people, there was a man named Chidi. Chidi was a billionaire. He was very, very rich. He owned many tall buildings, big ships, and fast cars. But Chidi was not a proud man. He had a kind heart. That morning, Chidi walked down the wide stairs to the dining room. The smell of fresh bread and sweet fruit filled the air. His wife, Mary, was already there. She was wearing a simple blue dress and had a kind smile on her face. Their two children, a boy named Daniel and a girl named Sarah, were sitting at the table. "Good morning, Papa," Daniel shouted, his mouth full of bread. "Good morning, my big boy," Chidi said, patting Daniel on the head. He kissed Mary on the cheek and sat down. "You are leaving early today, Chidi," Mary said as she poured him some tea. "Is there a lot of work at the office?" Chidi nodded. "Yes, Mary, we are trying to build a new school in the village. I want to make sure the plans are ready. Every child should have a place to learn." Sarah, who was only 6 years old, looked up at her father. "Papa, will you see the man on the corner today, the one you told us about?" Chidi smiled. He often told his children about a man at the corner. He wanted them to know that being rich did not make them better than anyone else. He wanted them to understand that every person has a story. "Yes, Sarah. Can I come with you one day to say hello?" Daniel asked. "Maybe soon, Daniel," Chidi replied. "But for now, remember to be kind to everyone you meet at school today. That is the best way to help me." Mary looked at her husband with pride. "Be careful, Chidi. The city is very busy today. I heard there are many protests near the market." "I will be careful, my love," Chidi said. He finished his tea, hugged his children tightly, and walked out to his big black car. Every morning, Chidi drove his big black car to his office. He liked to drive himself because he liked to see the city. On a corner of the main road, there sat a man named Ben. Ben was a very poor man. His clothes were old and torn. He did not have a house. He sat on a small wooden box every day. Whenever Chidi drove past that corner, he would slow down. He would stop his big car, roll down the window, and smile. "Good morning, Ben," Chidi would say. "Good morning, Mr. Chidi," Ben would reply with a tired smile. Chidi would then reach into his pocket and pull out a thick stack of money. He would hand it to Ben. This was not just a little bit of money, it was enough to buy Ben food, clean water, and clothes for many days. Chidi did this every single day. He did not do it for fame. He did it because he remembered when he was also poor many years ago. Ben was always grateful. He did not spend the money on bad things. He used it to help other poor people on his street, and he kept a little for himself. Ben loved Mr. Chidi. To Ben, Chidi was like an angel sent from the sky. One Tuesday, the air felt heavy. The sun was hidden behind dark clouds. Chidi was driving his car as usual. He had just stopped to give Ben money and was driving toward the big market to meet a business partner. Near the market, there was a big commotion. A very wealthy gold merchant named Sam was screaming. my bag of diamonds is gone," Sam cried out. "Someone stole it from my shop." The people in the market were angry. In this city, people did not like thieves. They believed in jungle justice. This meant if they caught a thief, they would not wait for the police. They would hurt the person themselves. Sam pointed his finger down the road. He saw Chidi's big black car slowing down because of the traffic. Sam did not know Chidi. He only saw a fast car and thought the thief might be inside. "There, the man in the black car took it," Sam shouted. He was lying, or perhaps he was just confused, but the crowd did not care for the truth. They wanted someone to blame. Suddenly, a group of young, angry men ran toward Chidi's car. They blocked the road. They began to hit the car with sticks and stones. "Come out, thief," they yelled. "Give us back the diamonds." Chidi was confused and very scared. He opened his door to explain. "Wait, I am Chidi. I did not take anything. I am a businessman." But the crowd was too loud. They did not listen. They pulled Chidi out of his car. His expensive suit was torn. His glasses fell to the ground and broke. The people were shouting and pushing him. "Kill the thief," someone shouted. "Bring the fire," another person yelled. Chidi cried out for help, but no one moved to save him. The people were full of rage. They dragged him toward the center of the market square. Chidi felt his heart beating very fast. He thought about his wife and his children. He thought about his life. He is a good man, but today it seemed he would die for a crime he did not commit. Not far away, Ben was sitting on his wooden box. He heard the loud noise coming from the market. He saw the crowd running. He saw the big black car he knew so well. His heart sank. "Mr. Chidi," Ben whispered. Ben stood up. His legs were weak, but he ran as fast as he could. He pushed through the crowd. He saw Chidi on the ground, surrounded by angry faces. Someone had already brought a tire and a can of oil. This was how jungle justice happened. It was a terrible sight. Ben knew that Chidi was innocent. Chidi was a billionaire. He had no reason to steal a bag of diamonds. He had more money than everyone in the market combined. But the crowd was blind. They did not see a billionaire. They only saw a target for their anger. Ben knew he had to do something. He looked at Chidi's face. Chidi looked so small and helpless. Ben remembered every morning when that car stopped. He remembered the kindness in Chidi's eyes. He remembered the money that kept him alive. "I must save him," Ben said to himself. Ben ran into the middle of the circle. He threw himself on top of Chidi. "Stop," Ben screamed at the top of his lungs. "Stop, you have the wrong man." The crowd paused for a second. They looked at Ben. He was dirty and poor. "Get out of the way, beggar," one man shouted. "This man stole the diamonds. He thinks he can take from us." Ben stood up and looked at the angry leader in the eye. Ben knew that if he didn't do anything, they would kill Chidi. The crowd wanted blood. They would not go home until someone died. Then Ben told a lie. He told the biggest lie of his life to save Chidi's life. "It was not him," Ben shouted. "I am the one. I stole the diamonds. I saw the bag in the shop and I took it. I ran past this man's car and threw the bag inside so the police would not find it on me. He does not know the diamonds are there. I am the thief." The crowd went silent. They looked at the poor man in rags and then at the rich man in the torn suit. It made sense to them. They believed a poor man would steal. They wanted to believe a poor man was the criminal. Sam, the merchant, came forward. "Is this true? Did you take my bag?" Ben looked at Chidi one last time. Chidi was looking up at him with wide, watery eyes. Chidi was trying to speak, trying to say no, but Ben put a hand on Chidi's shoulder to keep him quiet. "Yes," Ben said firmly, "I took it, I hid it. The rich man is innocent, let him go." The anger of the crowd shifted. Like a dark wave, it moved away from Chidi and toward Ben. "Let the rich man go," someone shouted. "Get the beggar." The men grabbed Ben. They pulled him away from Chidi. Chidi tried to reach out, but he was too weak and too shocked. Two men pulled Chidi back and told him to run away before the crowd changed their minds. Chidi watched in horror. He saw the people drag Ben toward a big tree. Ben did not fight. He did not scream. He looked calm. He looked at the sky. Chidi wanted to shout the truth. He wanted to tell them that Ben was a good man, but he knew that if he spoke, they would kill both of them. He saw the fire start. He saw the smoke. In his final moments, Ben turned his head and saw Chidi. He gave a small, quick nod. It was a sign. It meant, "Live your life, be kind, thank you." Then the jungle justice was done. The crowd was satisfied. They thought they had punished a thief. Slowly, the people began to walk away, leaving the market square quiet and dark. Chidi sat on the ground for a long time. His car was broken and his body was bruised, but his heart was broken most of all. He walked over to where Ben had been. There was nothing left but ashes and silence. Chidi went home, but he was not the same man. He told his family what happened. He told the police the truth, but it was too late. The merchant Sam felt terrible when he realized his bag had actually just fallen behind a shelf in his shop. There was no thief. An innocent man had died. Chidi did not want Ben to be forgotten. He used his billions of dollars to build a very large house on the corner where Ben used to sit. It was not a house for him. It was a house for every poor person in the city. He called it Ben's home. Inside the house, there was a large picture of Ben. Every day, Chidi would go there. He would sit on a small wooden box, just like Ben used to do. He would tell the story to anyone who would listen. He told them about the poor man who was richer in heart than any billionaire. Chidi lived for many more years. He never stopped giving. He never stopped being kind. And every morning, when he drove his new car through the city, he would stop at the corner. He would look at the spot where his friend once sat. He did not give money to the air, but he whispered a prayer. He knew that he was only alive because a man who had nothing gave everything. What the story teaches us. This story shows us that kindness is never wasted. Chidi was kind to Ben when Ben was at his lowest. Because of that kindness, Ben developed a love for Chidi that was stronger than his fear of death. It also shows the danger of jungle justice. When people act on anger without the truth, innocent people get hurt. The most important lesson is about sacrifice. Ben chose to give his life so that a good man could continue to do good in the world. What is your view about this story? Where are you watching from? If you enjoyed this story, like, comment, share and subscribe to this channel for more interesting stories.